Intelligence Committee. Tension's very high. The U.S. has sent more Marines, more ships to the region, and the president has brokered this tentative agreement with Iran to bring home these 5 Americans. You've been briefed. Are you comfortable with the terms?
Well, we haven't really been briefed, and that's really the concern.
Congress was updated on that.
At this point, we have not received the terms of the deal or even what the proposed deal is. The administration has signaled that the release of these detainees is part of a broader negotiation with respect to reinstating some controls on the nuclear weapons and enrichment programs of Iran dating back to the JCPOA. And the concern, as the New York Times has reported, is that the administration may be pursuing an informal deal as opposed to the formal deal that we had before that had congressional oversight. And what we don't want, obviously, everybody wants the detainees to come home and hostages to come home. We want the administration to work diligently to bring Americans home, whether they're in Iran or Russia or elsewhere. And our hearts certainly go out for them. But in this instance, the administration is signaling that this is part of a broader deal concerning Iran's enrichment program. And if that becomes a secret deal, then that's obviously a great concern to Congress.
These are de-escalatory first steps. You would consider that a what? I mean, are you opposed to what the administration is trying to do? I mean, there has been reporting, and CBS has also confirmed that Iran has, at least reduced some of its nuclear development.
Well, actually, there's no real reports of anything being reduced. They're currently at 60% enrichment.
I'm sure you read the Wall Street Journal report that had specifics on uranium.
They were at 3.5% of the JCPOA.
Yes.
They're at 60%. They had 1-year breakout with it getting to the enrichment level that could result in a weapon. They're now weeks away. Freezing them now, where before in the JCPOA agreement, they actually surrendered some of the enrichment that they'd had that was over the levels that were sought. In this, if we just have a deal that freezes where Iran is, and really without the understanding of all aspects of their program, because they had thrown out the UN inspectors from the IAEA, they'd removed the cameras from the sites. We really don't have the fidelity of understanding of where they are or what they're doing at this point.
So you would support a broader diplomatic deal and negotiations with Iran to achieve that?
Absolutely. And certainly negotiations, I think, as they're going forward, are certainly critical. But the terms of the deal are absolutely important because, last time we had an insufficient inspection regime. We had terms that were critical that expired. In this instance, they appear to be careening toward a deal that would be informal, not subject to congressional oversight, because we wouldn't know all the terms. In the last deal, it actually came before Congress for a vote. They had to disclose what the deals were.
I remember.
Right. And at this point, if it's informal,
easy sailing.
What we're concerned about is we don't want a secret deal with Iran.
Very quickly, should Congress ban travel to Iran?
I think it should be certainly considered. I think I know you're going to have coming up one of the family members of one of the detainees, and I think her message is incredibly important. People should not be going to Iran.
Congressman, thank you very much for your time today.